Here's a question for property owners and mall managers. What if you could take a single square foot of floor space and turn it into a passive revenue stream? One that also boosts foot traffic, supports your tenants, and enhances the shopper experience. Sounds like a win, right? That's the untapped potential of strategically placed ATMs in retail environments. In this video, we'll break down why multi-tenant retail properties, whether you manage a shopping mall, strip plaza, or lifestyle center, are prime real estate for ATM installations. We'll explore shopper behavior, revenue sharing models, and how modern ATM support systems make this one of the lowest effort, highest return upgrades you can add to your property. And if you stick around to the end, we'll even show you how to get a free multi-site profitability review customized to your retail locations. Section 1. Shopper Behavior and Access Needs. Let's talk about what drives purchases inside retail spaces. Yes, branding and ambience matter, but what really fuels conversions is accessibility and convenience. And cash plays a bigger role than you might think. Despite the rise of digital wallets, debit cards, and contactless payments, studies show that cash is still king for small-value, quick decisions. Especially in retail centers, where food courts, kiosks, mom-and-pop vendors, and services like nail salons or tailoring shops often prefer or require cash. Consider this. Over 38% of transactions under $20 in malls are completed in cash. Many shoppers intentionally seek cash to avoid credit card overspending. Tourists and older shoppers often rely solely on cash. When you install an ATM in a visible, easy-to-reach location, you're giving those shoppers the means to spend, right then and there. And that has a ripple effect across your entire tenant base. What's more, the psychology of cash increases average spend per transaction. When customers withdraw cash, they tend to spend more freely, especially in environments designed for browsing. Think impulse purchases, food court upgrades, boutique items, and upgrades like gift wrapping or add-ons. One regional mall reported a 15% increase in small vendor sales within 90 days of placing a new ATM in the atrium. In short, ATMs reduce payment friction, increase basket size, improve overall tenant satisfaction, and they do all this without adding overhead or staff. Section 2. Shared Revenue Opportunities. Alright, let's talk dollars. A lot of retail landlords don't realize this. Every ATM installed on your property is a moneymaker. Here's how. Each withdrawal includes a surcharge fee, usually between $2.50 and $3.50. That surcharge is split between the ATM provider, the property manager, and sometimes even the tenant hosting the machine. This is called a surcharge sharing model, and it's a game changer. Let's break it down. One well-placed ATM in a busy retail center might process 100 transactions per day. At $3 per transaction, that's $150, $300 per day in gross revenue. Even a conservative revenue split of 40% to the property nets $1,800, $3, $600 month from one machine. Multiply that across 3 or 4 strategic placements on the property, and you're looking at $50K to $100K annually, just from ATMs. But it gets even better. Most ATM partners offer full-service management, meaning no capital expense for the landlord, no maintenance burden, no cash loading concerns. You just provide the space and power. The rest is hands-off. You can also create flexible revenue structures. For example, give tenants hosting an ATM a slice of the surcharge to incentivize participation. Use ATM earnings to offset tenant cam fees, or direct all profits toward mall upgrades, amenities, or marketing. With the right provider, the reporting is fully transparent. Monthly statements show usage, uptime, revenue, and trends. So instead of an ATM being a utility, it becomes a revenue line item. For a passive, low-risk, high-return asset, you won't find many better options. Section 3. Deployment and Support. By now, you're probably wondering, what's the catch? Isn't ATM management a headache? Not anymore. Modern ATM programs are designed to be completely turnkey. Here's how a proper deployment process works. Site survey. The provider walks the property and identifies high-traffic, low-clutter install zones. Strategic placement. They'll recommend exact spots for optimal visibility and convenience. Entrances, food courts, next to escalators, or near anchor stores. Brand customization. Want the ATM to match your mall's branding? No problem. Many providers offer custom wraps and decals that blend in with your aesthetic. Uptime monitoring. The best providers offer 99% uptime guarantees with remote monitoring and instant alerts if anything goes wrong. Insurance and liability. Machines are fully insured, secured to the floor, and protected with EMV-compliant card readers and anti-skimming tech. Cash replenishment and maintenance. All handled by the ATM partner on a recurring, predictable schedule. And if you're managing multiple properties, you can roll them into a single unified contract, giving you enterprise-level revenue tracking and consistent support. Even more, some providers offer usage analytics dashboards, monthly performance reports, optional LED signage or wayfinding decals to guide shoppers to the nearest ATM. From deployment to daily operation, the ATM runs itself. You just collect the check. In fact, mall operators who've embraced this model report not just higher income, but also better lease negotiations. Tenants see the value and appreciate the shopper convenience. Let's wrap this up. As a retail landlord or property manager, you're in the business of creating profitable, convenient, and frictionless shopping experiences. ATMs help you do all three. They keep cash in circulation, boost tenant sales, increase time on site, reduce lost sales, and unlock consistent recurring revenue. It's one of the few property upgrades that doesn't require a major capital investment, yet can return thousands monthly and help future-proof your shopping environment. Especially as consumer behavior continues to blend digital browsing with real-world impulse spending, having convenient access to cash on site ensures you don't miss any part of the transaction spectrum. So here's your next step. Book a free multi-unit ATM site review. Our experts will walk your property virtually or in person and show you where your highest earning placements would be, what kind of transaction volume you can expect, and how quickly you'll start seeing revenue. There's no cost, no pressure, just real data for smarter decisions. Don't let square footage sit idle. Turn it into a cash access point, a tenant booster, and a passive income stream, all with one machine. Tap the link below to schedule your consultation now. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more smart property insights, and share it with your leasing team or co-owners. Thanks for watching, and here's to driving foot traffic, boosting sales, and converting space into profits. Click the link below to schedule your free profitability assessment today.